Hey guys, my name is Nicolette Mashile, also known as The Financial Bunny. Welcome to The Financial Bunny TV. Today we're talking all things how to spot an investment scam. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there is somebody that is out there that is telling people that they can invest on the Lunar app, and I assist in doing that. First and foremost, I do not assist anybody in investing on the Lunar app. Just like you, I myself am an investor of cryptocurrency on the Lunar app. So there's no way I'm going to be teaching somebody else how to do it, because not me, I'm literally trying to figure out how it actually works, right? So remember, none of my videos constitute as financial advice. If you are looking for financial advice, to speak to somebody who is certified and registered in the FSCA. Now, one of the things I really dislike is the fact that people, I always say, if you watch the video with Yamkela, I always make a mention of saying that nobody gets scammed willingly. Like, we don't all go out and set our minds set to get scammed, right? You get scammed because people who scammers out there and people who are scamming have really understood the psychology of the people that they target, right? So a couple of weeks ago, I got a DM from somebody that said to me, Nicolette, I have invested and bought certain coins on the Lunar app, and I'm now unable to actually withdraw my returns or the money that I've invested. And all I really want to do at this point, because I'm struggling, is to just withdraw that amount of money that I've actually invested with them. So I said, okay, I've done many withdrawals on the Lunar app. It doesn't take more than 3 days for you to be able to withdraw your money on the Lunar app. So it was very confusing for me why she was struggling. But she made a mention of another platform. I actually can't remember it. I'll look for it and I'll put it on the actual screen of this video once I'm in editing, right? So she says, there is some sort of authorization or levels in which you need to unlock on the Lunar app for you to be able to invest in different types of coins. Because the coin that she mentioned, I had never heard of it on the Lunar app. So I was like, first and foremost, I've never heard of that coin on the Lunar app. The only coins that I know on the Lunar app that do exist, I think, is that Ethereum, that one that I cannot pronounce. There's one, I think it's called XRP. Then, of course, there's Bitcoin, and then they've got like a cash account or a Bitcoin cash investment thing that you can actually invest in. Let me actually check it out so that I don't tell you guys lies, So these are the coins that I know are on the Lunar app. So when she made a mention of these other coins, I was very confused because I'm like, what are you talking about? So yes, so what they've got is let's go back. Okay, wait, let's quickly go back. They've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, they've got Ripple, and then they've got what is called the USD coin or something like that. So those are the ones that I know. So when she made a mention of all of these ones, I was very confused. And she was like, no, she met this person on Twitter, on TikTok, and they told her that they can invest or help them invest on the Lunar app. So I said, ma'am, please screenshot your Lunar app and send a version of it to me, because I don't know these coins. Guys, she screenshotted this Lunar app and it's got like 8 coins, but the original Magoya Lunar app does not have. Then I said, okay, sharp. She says to me, but Lunar themselves contacted her and told her that she would need to deposit more money for her to be able to withdraw her money. And immediately the red flag went on, and I was like, no, there's something wrong. So I said to her, send me the email that Lunar sent to you. She sends me the email. I'm like, no, my baby, I want you to go on the actual email address and open the email address, because I need to see what the actual email address is. Guys, the email address is a Gmail account. And I said to her, you think that a company as big as Lunar, who is able to put together a mobile app where you can actually invest your money in cryptocurrency, is unable to create a domain where you can actually contact them on a secure domain? I was like, already that should have given you the red flags. And then, there was just so many things that were popping up, and I really felt sorry for her, because, you lose a lot of money because you believe these guys, what they've done, and what I believe they have done, is they've cloned the Lunar app. They've actually cloned a real live app. They've added their own coins there, but they move you. And this was another thing that made me worry about this investing, because what they do is they make you move from the one account to another account for you to be able to do your investment. And in the past, what they used to do is they would send a Standard Bank account for a person to actually invest in, right? So I had a lot of people saying, Nicolette, I've actually deposited money into that Lunar account you said I must deposit into. And I'm like, I don't know first who you're talking to. So one, they are impersonating us. And 2, then they're sending out these bank accounts. Guys, I will never send you a bank account to invest your money into. I'll never. Number two, these people that claim to help you invest on behalf of Luno and they're promising you double returns are liars, guys. If you use your logic and you realize that something seems too good to be true, I promise you, it probably is too good to be true. So what are some of the things that I think you should be looking out for when you are worried that you may be scamming or being scammed? One, take a beat. If you are getting too excited about an investment that is promising you these high returns, take a beat and ask yourself the question, is it too good to be true? So people who claim to can double your money, all sorts of things, they're lying, okay? That's step number one. Step number two, make sure that the language that is being used there is not confusing you. I mean, I read things and I read them 3-4 times and I'm like, what are they saying here? The moment you hear things like exclusive offer, why is it exclusive? Why is it exclusive? You know, you have to ask yourself these questions. The third thing that you got to look at is every single financial instrument in this country that takes your money and promises you returns needs to be licensed in the country. Track back and ask them, what is your license number? It must be an FSP number. They must tell you under what category this investment is licensed under. They need to explain to you where exactly is the regulation body that regulates this instrument that they have now created. The third thing you've got to check is the bank account. How is it possible that when you, for instance, are buying a property and the lawyers need to send you that account number where you must put in your transfer fees, or if you're paying a deposit, they actually send you a proof of their bank account or a letter confirming their bank account. If you are a small business and you've worked with suppliers, when you submit your invoice, they often ask you to verify and confirm your bank account because even they are not sure whether they're speaking to the right person. But we don't do that. When we put money into people who claim to be investment companies, we never verify their bank accounts. It is really taking a beat and saying to the person who's asking you to please send me a letter that confirms your bank account. Also, why is your investment money going to an individual's bank account? You should be asking, why is there no organization or institution where you are going to put your money into? Those are things you've got to ask yourself. Thirdly, physical address. Why does this organization not have a physical address? I just feel like if your money is getting scammed and then there's something, you must collect your friends and say, we're going to knock at the door of Spani FSP. If they don't have a physical address, then you should worry. How is it that one person in their home can come up with a full-on financial investment instrument? They must have people working on that thing. They must have a bunch of actuaries, product developers, people who are going to asset managers, people who are going to... Do you understand? Why is it that they don't have a physical address? There must be a physical address. The fourth or fifth thing that I'm on is this email account. Guys, if you have the smarts, if you have the money to be able to create a financial product that is going to give people returns, surely you have money to go and register a domain. It is like 99 rand to register a domain, www.spanbaniinvestments.com. Why are you using a Gmail account? Why are you using a Gmail account? Why are you using a Yahoo account? It makes no sense to me. So it is important that you make sure of that. That's the next thing. Unsolicited marketing that comes into your account or email address and somehow they know all of your information or they don't actually have information about you. It feels like a generic message, but it's sent directly to you. And because it's an exciting message, you think, oh my gosh, they're speaking just about me. No, those people are doing a spray and pray. If they send enough of those, they know that somebody's going to buy it. So make sure that you look at what is the information that is pertained or contained in the email. If somebody says you want an inheritance, who is the inheritance from? Who is the malumi that left it for you? I mean, there's no way Ntate Bota or Ntate Makakula is going to leave you, Nicolette Mashile, an inheritance. And when you go through your family tree, you are not related even in the slightest manner to Ntate Makakula or Ntate Bota. There is no way. So it's important to make sure that you look out for those things. Network marketing that has actually no product or service. I mean, we know the big network companies, the likes of your Herbalife, the likes of your Avon, Swiss Guard, all of those companies had an actual product. I'm not going through their actual model right now. I'm talking about them having an actual product. AMC parts, Tupperware. These are companies that have survived over years and years and years, even through when network marketing was going through a reputational issue. These companies have survived. Why? Because they have a real product. They're not dependent on you building a network of people and having these people resell air. You can't sell air. Like, you cannot bottle air up and sell it. There must be a real product or service that you are selling within your network. So if there is no actual product, I promise you, honey, I promise you, my darling, it does not exist, okay? Sometimes, guys, it's about just doing a simple Google search. Do a simple Google search. Read reviews. Does the company exist? Has it had another product before? What is its track record? What is the history of these people? I mean, I get asked quite a lot on social media, do you know these guys? Do you know these guys? I'm like, do a Google search. Are you satisfied with the search results that you are receiving? Do they give you the comfort to be able to release 10,000 of your money into this company? Who is the fund manager? How come the fund that you're investing in does not have a reputable person attached to the fund? There must be a Thabo Smelane, who is the fund manager of this thing. A Thandi where Thabo, whatever. But there must be a name of a fund manager that you can find, even when you look for them. You can find their credentials. You can find information on this person. They've worked in the services, the financial services sector before. They've worked on other products. But if you're doing a simple table Google search and you're not finding any information, then pick up the phone and call the FSCA. Find out, guys, have you heard of this company? Does it exist? Does it have any licensing? Is it compliant? Because every single FSP needs to have a compliance officer that keeps it compliant. So all of these things are very, very important, that you must make sure that you are finding out the information. I think in a world where people can access us at any point and they can directly sell things to us, it is important to make sure that when you are finding that something sounds too good to be true, you do just a little bit of research, a little bit of understanding. And if you're still not satisfied with the information that you're being given, there are places that you can call. You can call the FSCA. If it's an ETF, call ETF South Africa. If it's a unit trust, there's an organization that looks after unit trusts in South Africa. If it's a credit provider that's wanting to give you credit, call the national regulator. Find out if your credit provider has some sort of licensing. It's important to make sure that when it comes to our money, we also take a little, rather we do a little bit more. I'll see you guys on the next one.